Today, federal agents raided Rudy Giuliani's New York City apartment as part of a Trump-involved probe. Isn't that pretty crazy? You know what that means? More conflict. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here, I talk about whatever I think is relevant of the day. Today I'm going to talk about, obviously, Rudy Giuliani getting raided this morning, and the ramifications that this could have for the country as a whole. This is a pretty big deal for a couple of reasons. But agents reportedly executed a search warrant Wednesday as part of an investigation into Giuliani's alleged overseas lobbying efforts as the personal attorney for former President Trump. So they executed a search warrant, and that takes a lot for a lawyer, especially. Like, I think you have to have a special judge that has to sign off on that. Yeah, the search warrant was signed by a federal judge. Warrants against lawyers such as Mr. Giuliani require sign-off from senior Justice Department officials, the Associated Press reports. This is fake news. Like, they just raided... Okay, we'll give that truck a second. They just raided the former mayor of New York, his apartments and stuff, as well as it's the prosecution team that's going forward with this search warrant is the same team that Rudy Giuliani himself led. So I think that's kind of funny. But I'm going to read some more of this article just so you know what's actually going on, and then we'll talk more. The Times characterized the raid as a major turning point in the investigation into whether Giuliani broke federal laws in his capacity as Trump's lawyer by lobbying the Trump administration in 2019 on behalf of the officials and oligarchs in Ukraine. Giuliani's alleged lobbying efforts were a primary focus of the first impeachment case against Trump. During that time, Giuliani was admittedly in Ukraine, attempting to dig up dirt on Trump's political rivals, including President Joe Biden, who was then the leading candidate for the Democratic presidential nomination. Although, we do need to remember that I'm pretty sure it is a crime to go after your political rivals if they are candidates. So at the time that Giuliani was in Ukraine, he was actually trying to dig up dirt on the Biden family with his dealings with Hunter Biden on the board of Burisma. He was actually trying to dig up dirt there. So, but Joe wasn't a candidate yet. So it's bad taste, and it's pretty weird. But politics gonna politic, you know? It's not technically breaking the law. Just like this raid isn't technically breaking the law, but it's politics gonna politic, you know? Biden's son, Hunter, was facing intense scrutiny for his suspicious position on the board of a nefarious Ukrainian gas company, Burisma, despite having no relevant experience in the industry. Absolutely zero. That's why Trump was calling him Zero Experience Hunter for a while, if you remember that. Both the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York have reportedly not commented to the media and have yet to issue a news release about the raid. The New York Post reported that a call to Giuliani's cell phone went straight to voicemail Wednesday afternoon. Well, the cops have his phone. No crap. Giuliani's attorney, Bob Costello, reportedly told Fox News that the raid was totally unnecessary and was conducted only to give Giuliani bad publicity and make him look like some sort of criminal. Absolutely, I agree, probably, but I don't think they have to do that to make Giuliani look like a criminal. If you know what I mean. He literally looks like the Penguin from the what's that actor? The Danny DeVito Penguin. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Costello confirmed that the raid took place at 6 a.m. Wednesday and that his client's electronic devices had been confiscated. Paraphrasing Costello's words, the report went on to say that the warrant sought communications between Mr. Giuliani and individuals including John Solomon, a columnist who was in communication with Mr. Giuliani about his effort to push for investigations of Joe Biden in Ukraine. So not only are they going after the former mayor that got like New York through 9/11, you know, he was the mayor and kind of took down the mob, I think, and they're saying he's corrupt. He definitely looks greasy, I'll give him that, you know. So, but according to the news outlet, federal agents have been investigating Giuliani's potential involvement in pressuring Ukrainian officials to investigate the Bidens, as well as his role in pushing for the ouster of then U.S. Ambassador of Ukraine, Marie Yovanova. I'm not even going to try that word. The report listed one possible charge as a violation of the Foreign Agents Registration Act, which, according to the Justice Department, requires individuals lobbying the U.S. government on behalf of foreign officials to periodically disclose their activities to authorities. That seems like the most BS thing. I don't know. It seems like they're just using the smallest thing to go after him. But I don't know. They're going after journalists, man. I don't like that. It's so slimy. But I don't know. I always pull up a right-leaning source and a left-leaning source and read both. This one I'll read the bottom half of this one too. The Bidens have denied wrongdoing. Hunter Biden is facing an unrelated criminal tax probe from the U.S. Justice Department. So the fact that he's already facing criminal probes should be a sign that the Biden family should probably be investigated more into foreign relations. Hunter Biden is a train wreck. I'll have to make a whole video dedicated to that dude. But Wednesday's search warrant does not imply criminality on the part of Mr. Giuliani, but it signals a ramping up of the case into the former mayor. Investigators have released few details so far about the case, and it remains unknown whether the Republican will eventually face any charges. I already read that. The former president's personal attorney being raided with a search warrant by under the supervision of a president that just had a very tense election looks pretty bad, you know. But what do you think? You think Giuliani's corrupt? He could be. I mean, he does look like a corrupt person, but you can't judge a book by its cover, you know. So let me know in the comments. What do you think? Are the Bidens in Ukraine doing dirty business? Playing dirty games? Remember, Joe did say if he didn't fire that prosecutor, he's not getting the $1 billion. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. You know, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And hopefully I'll see you next time.